It's refreshing to see how involved he is with every aspect of this program.
Again, another guy that's done a terrific job. John has 484 wins, coming up on 500. So when you look across the sidelines here between Jim Ferry at 300, John Giannini at almost 500, that's 800 wins between them. Or excuse me, 900 wins between them, and just terrific guys, great professionals.
Foul before the break on Isaiah Mike, his first, team's first. And Cleon Roberts shooting the free throws 1 for 2.
And I'll tell you something, Tim, that you don't often see. The two coaches actually sat on the bench together and talked about things. It was probably more family and personal related, but it's nice to see because when they, the whistle starts here and teams are playing against each other, there's no friends on the sideline, but a lot of respect for each of the staffs.
Mike Lewis with a 3, 14-9. Well, they both have been around the Atlantic 10 battles for a while now together. Usually we'll play multiple times a season. Stooks pulls up. Got it. Mars Stooks for 2, and it's still a 3-point game. 14-11 Duquesne.
Nice pace to the offense there for LaSalle. One of the things LaSalle has done so well this year is protect the basketball, make good decisions, not turn it over. They're one of the best in the country right now.
There's Rene Castro into the game off the bench for Duquesne. Also, Darius Lewis, a 6'11 senior out of Lexington, Kentucky. And a foul on Pookie Powell. That'll be his first, team's first. Kyle Abrahamson will check in for Duquesne.
You're going to see this more and more. You can see just a nice ball screen there by Tony Washington. And Amar Stooks just kind of reads the defense. He comes off at a pace where he can take the shot off the dribble and drains a wide open shot.
Abrahamson, a pass off to the left wing to Blackman. Top Castro. Duquesne trying to get near the basket, but the South defense collapsing. Abrahamson cut off by Stooks. He's got a height advantage. Shot clock is inside of 10. Manages to get the pass to Castro. Now Stooks ties him up. A held ball situation. The possession arrow favors LaSalle, so the Explorers will have the basketball.
That was a good defensive sequence there. LaSalle was able to keep the ball on one side of the court, not really allowing Duquesne to run its offense and reverse the basketball.
Powell will hand off to Isaiah Deas, a freshman. They're very high on here at LaSalle. Pass goes inside to Tony Washington. And the rebound taken by Darius Lewis. Blackman charging the basket, kicks it out, but a whistle. Isaiah Deas, a freshman out of Brooklyn, he along with Saul Fury and Sion Sullivan redshirting this year, figured to be the core of the future for LaSalle. 3 very good freshmen. Sullivan, who will not play this year, is 7'2". Saw him earlier today. You need a ladder just to say hello to him.
Well, I think he's going to need to eat a few more cheesesteaks, too. He has to put on a little bit of weight, but a lot of potential.
Stooks, top of the key. No good. Lewis the rebound. Here comes Emil Blackman again for Duquesne. Crosses over, bounce pass Abrahamson. Cale Abrahamson from West Des Moines, Iowa. Last school is Drake. Played for Ray Giacoletti at Drake.
Well, when you think about this Duquesne team, Coach Jim Ferry lost L.G. Gill. He had graduated and he moved on to the University of Maryland, but in the same sense, he picked up 2 postgraduates, which he's never had before, in Emil Blackman and Cale Abrahamson.
It's a rule that was put in some 10 plus years ago where you can have a senior or a graduate student who has 1 year of eligibility left. As Abrahamson hits the 3. You've got a year left. You can transfer and not have to sit out a year. And I think as a result of that, we've seen the transfers go up quite a bit. And we were talking earlier today, John, about the fact that there are some 700 transfers in college basketball. A traveling violation and a turnover back to Duquesne.
Well, Tim, to your point, a lot of coaches don't like that rule. It's very disruptive to the program. Watch this out-of-bounds play. This is the second time Duquesne ran this play. They were able to get another open shot, And Abrahamson knocks it down, but a wide open look there. You know, as a coach, one of the things I always wanted to pay particular attention to was out of bounds plays and not give the opponent an opportunity for an easy score.
Lewis looks for some help. Terrence Smith is there. Mike Lewis into the paint. And he is fouled. The foul will be on Tony Washington, his first. So a stoppage with a 6-point lead for Duquesne. Washington's first foul. LaSalle trailing at home with 11:50 remaining in the first half. You're watching the Atlantic 10